Hi guys, I welcome you all to the Rising Star Cricket Academy Bangalore's online learning. So the reason behind our online learning is that we want to ensure that during this testing periods of quarantine of COVID-19, you're staying indoors, you're staying safe. Please make sure that you're taking care of yourself and your loved ones. Before we get started with the session, let us understand the importance of warm-up during a training or during a match. So the warm-up helps you increase or rev up the cardiovascular system by raising the body temperature and ensuring the blood flows to all parts of the body. So it also lessens the risk of injury and the muscle soreness. The importance of cool down after a training session or after a match is that it helps you gradually recover from the pre-exercise heart rate and also reduces the blood pressure as well. Batting grip becomes the base of our batting. The basics of batting grip is what we're going to learn today. So there are two types of batting grip, the orthodox or V grip and the O grip. So the most commonly used grip across the globe is the orthodox V grip, and most of them are comfortable with the O grip as well. So it's again up to the individual, so to remain in the basics and explore something new for themselves. So the batting grip, both the hands play a different role, one as a power provider and as a guide. So it might differ from person to person. So what are we going to learn today is the first one is the orthodox or the V grip. So for the V grip of the top hand, what we do is we form a V with our thumb finger and index finger. So I'm a right hand batsman, so I'll be doing it for my top hand, that is my left hand here. So what we do is that we take the splice, the center splice and the outer edge of the bat, and I bring it towards the top of the handle. So once I bring it towards the top of the handle, I make sure that I'm gripping, and so as you can come closer, you can see the V formation here, the V formation here, right? So what we do is that for the bottom hand, we make sure we form a V shape with the thumb finger and the index again, and we move it through the splice of the bat, through the center splice of the bat, and ensure that the V shape is held throughout. So you can see that, right? So if kids below the age of 8 or 10 are struggling to get the V shape, I would suggest you make a V mark on the bat, and it becomes easier for them to understand, right? Let us know something about the O grip. The O grip, when we're going to try the O grip, so what happens is that when we are forming the orthodox V grip, so we make sure the thumb and the index finger we're forming a V. Here the whole hand becomes rounded, and that is the reason why we call it a O grip, right? So the bottom hand O grip is very popular because of Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, who's been very successful and been called as the god of cricket. So there are so many batsmen who have been using it, and again, as I'm telling, the grip is a very personal choice, and it has to remain with the basics, so it becomes easier for anyone to understand. So now that we know the two types of grip, the O grip and the V grip, so let us know where exactly or the ideal place where the batsman can hold the bat when he's facing the bowler. So what happens is that if a batsman is holding the bat very close to the blade or the shoulder of the bat, and if he's going to play any shot, so the arc is very low, the arc is very less, and because the arc is very less, the power on the shot is too low, right? So at the same time, if the batsman is holding the bat on top of the handle, right, so he has a longer arc, so he can generate good speed, but at the same time, the control over the shot reduces. So what is the ideal place to hold the bat, right? So say for example, couple of centimeters just above the shoulder of the bat becomes the ideal place for us to hold the bat. So either your V or O grip can be marked 5 or 6 centimeters just above the shoulder of the bat. Tip for anyone to understand the V grip is that if you can see the stitch of the gloves here, it's straight to the splice. So this becomes a pro tip. So I suggest any kid who's watching this video to make sure that you try it along with your gloves as well. So one of the most common drill that we use for batting grip is that, so you place the bat on the ground and make sure you're taking your stance. At the same time, when you go down to pick up your bat, make sure you're lifting the bat only with your fingers, right? So as I do here, so make sure you're lifting it only with your fingers. So what happens is that you get the V shape here easily. So let us know something about the fast bowling grip today. So for the fast bowling grip, we use our index finger, middle and the thumb finger. Your ring and your tiny finger becomes only a support. So let's form a C shape, the alphabet C with our fingers, and keep the ball right there, right? So when we're holding the ball, make sure that it's not very close to the webbing, okay? And ensure that there is enough space between the two fingers and the thumb is right below that, right? The reason why I don't want you to hold the ball very close to the webbing is that, so if you hold it very close, so you won't be able to generate that pace, and also what happens, the backspin on the ball reduces, right? So I request you guys to make sure that you're holding with at least 1 or 1.5 fingers space, so it becomes easier for you guys, right? So the drill for the fast bowling grip is that, so before we start off, I want to make sure that your wrist is flexed well, your wrist is flexed. So ensure that if you're able to touch your fingers back to your hand, so that means that you have very good flexibility in your wrist. So the good flexibility in your wrist, make sure that there's a very good release point of the ball and the pace increases, right? So now what I want you to do is that just hold the ball, okay, with the C shape, and make sure that you're trying to get the revs on the ball and spin the ball backwards. You're pulling the ball backwards. So there are two types of spin bowling grip. The first one being the off spin. For off spin, we have to make sure that you're using your index finger, your middle finger and your thumb for support. And please ensure that it's not only the fingers, you also use your wrist to generate the amount of spin on the ball. So here what we do, we form a V shape with your index and your middle finger. Place the ball, place your fingers on the seam and make sure that you get a good hold of it. So the minute you hold a wider grip, okay, you're able to generate more spin on the ball, but the control reduces. So if you're holding the ball very close or the gap between two fingers is reduced, so what happens is that the ball won't turn much, but there is good control on the ball. So it's again up to the individual to understand which is the ideal grip for them, to hold it wide or hold it closer. So thumb has to be on the seam to make sure that there is enough support on the ball, right? Also what happens here is that when you're holding the ball, your back of the palm is facing towards the leg side, and make sure the ball is not touching the palm. So, and your back of the palm is facing the leg side, and you make sure that the seam is pointing towards the find leg. And ensure that you turn the ball using your index finger. You rip the ball using your index finger. So the most basic drill for understanding the off spin grip is that, imagine you're turning a doorknob. So you're trying to open the doorknob, right? So that is what happens here. So that is how you start turning the ball. So at home or at your practice session, what you can do is that pick up a leather ball and make sure you're able to turn the ball. Right? So if you want to toss it up in the air, just make sure that you're ripping the ball using your index finger and make sure you're turning the ball. Second of the spin bowling grip is the leg spin. Leg spin considered as one of the most toughest art. So you master it, you become the best of the lot. So what is the grip for the leg spin is that, use your index, middle and thumb finger. Here your wrist and your ring finger plays a huge role, right? Let us understand how do we hold the leg spin grip, right? So when I'm gripping the ball, I make sure that I'm holding the ball with using my fingers, that is the index, middle and thumb, and make sure that the ring finger is on the seam as well. So what happens when I'm releasing the ball, right? So I have to ensure that the ball is again not touching my palm. At the same time, so the back of the palm is facing towards the offside. And here what happens is that, use your wrist. You have a cocked wrist. At the same time, you have to rip the ball using your ring finger. Pro tip for the drill for the leg spin grip is that, so imagine that again the doorknob, so you start closing the doorknob, right? At the same time, you're using your wrist as well. Yeah, what we can do at home or at your training center just before you get to bowl is that, you grip the ball and make sure the ball is coming on top of your hand, right?